What was the other one? Hey guys, welcome back to beautiful Aruba. We're going to talk about part 2 and how to lose weight. So in my first video, we talked about how we're going to get prepared. We talked about getting rid of the garbage, buy plenty of good food, get some support, the tools that you're going to need, and the mindset that you want to have in order to make this all happen. In this video, I want to talk to you about what to eat and why it's important. So let's go through a quick insulin refresher. I think it's important for you to know why carbohydrates are the enemy and why avoiding carbohydrates will lead to rapid weight loss. So here's the quick and dirty of it. You can go watch any of my other videos for a very detailed explanation. When you eat carbohydrates, they break down into glucose, and that glucose raises your blood sugar. When your blood sugar is raised, that's toxic to your body. So thankfully, we have a pancreas that secretes insulin. Insulin comes in and saves the day. Insulin's main job is to control blood sugar so that you don't die. So when insulin comes in and saves the day by lowering your blood sugar, in order to do that, it also has to affect several hormones and enzymes that basically put your body into fat storage mode. So carbohydrates raise blood sugar, insulin raises, insulin puts your body in fat storage mode, and that's why we get fat. If we take carbohydrates out of the equation, your blood sugar does not go up, your insulin does not have to come up, and therefore your body can go from fat storage mode into fat burning mode. And that's how your body starts to naturally burn fat. And if you don't believe me, please feel free to watch all 20 weeks of the Carb Situation Project, where I show you via what I put in my mouth and what happens to my body exactly how that works. So that's the idea. Get the carbs out of our diet and our blood sugar won't go up, our insulin won't have to save the day, and our body won't go into fat storage mode. Instead, it will stay in fat burning mode. Bam, magic. In fact, if you're not eating carbohydrates, you can eat about as much as you want. Eat until you're full and you don't ever have to starve. And you'll still continue to lose weight. It's pretty amazing. Now, what should you eat? Well, I have a link below to the 2-week carb challenge that you can download for free, and also the Duke University low carb experiment eating list. That's what I first used whenever I was first trying out low carb. Get on the 2-week carb challenge first, do everything that it says in there, and it'll change your life, I promise. And then you can just get the other food list, the Duke University food list, and put it on your refrigerator as a reminder of what you can and can't eat. Finally, I want to talk about 2 little tricks. Eventually, after a few weeks, you're going to kind of stall on your weight loss journey, or it's going to stop coming off as fast as it used to. When that happens, there are a couple of tricks that you can employ. The first one that will help you a little bit is introducing a calorie deficit. If you want to keep track of your calories and bring them down by 500 per day, that may help a little bit. Usually you can eat pretty much anything you want as long as it's proteins and healthy fats. But if you want to cut that back down a little bit more, that can only help in your weight loss journey. As far as macronutrients go, I really like the equation of about 70% fats, 25% proteins, and 5% carbohydrates. If you want to tweak that a little bit, that's fine, but that's how I like to do it. It's a fantastic way to lose weight fast and keep you healthy, and your body will be burning fat for fuel, so you'll have tons of energy. It's fantastic. The next trick you might want to employ is sort of a version of intermittent fasting. If you want to eat all of your food for each day in a 6 to 8 hour window, that can help, because while you're fasting, your body has no choice but to burn the fat that's inside you. You can do it however you want. I like to eat in between about 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's about a 7-hour window. It works very well for me, and I think you will find a little bit better results if you do that rather than eating as soon as you get up all the way until you go to bedtime. And then finally, if you do get into a real bind, you can always do a 3-day water-only fast. That will usually knock you off a plateau and get everything going again. It's really hard to do. It's a pain in the ass. Watch my video, but it's always an option. So that's what we're gonna eat. We're gonna do the 2-week carb challenge. Link to it below. Get the Duke University food list that I talk about, another link to it below, put it on your refrigerator. And remember, insulin is the problem child here. If we don't have carbs in our system, there's no reason for insulin to come lower our blood sugar, so we're not gonna go into fat storage mode. And that's all good things, and that's what's gonna make this whole deal happen. If you want a couple of extra little tips and tricks, then use intermittent fasting and eat within a 6 to 8 hour window only each day. And you can also introduce a calorie deficit, but don't starve yourself, because if you starve, you're gonna get pissed off and you're gonna say, fuck it, this doesn't work, I have to go back to. Introduce a small calorie deficit if you like. That's all I got for this video. I hope you're gonna join me in the third one, where we talk about the last step and probably the least important. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that crap, and join me in the next video. Let's get to it. Cheers.